This world is made of love and ooh, donuts.
What kind of preacher man are you? Thou shalt not kill.
Oh my goodness.
What do you carry? A giant cross. That's heavy. It's full of the sins of the wicked.
Can the world
Love that show. Love that anime.
really
Great
face
show.
another one of those?
Do you have to bring a little box though to put on people's heads so you can take roadside confessionals?
Yes, it costs 50 cents.
You should totally do that.
Well, all right. Brought the stream up. Let's look at everybody's pretty faces. Right. Well, let's get started.
I need to
then.
start getting a less sensitive mic.
Who is you?
No, yeah, this thing picks up everything. Like, for the most part, at least it doesn't pick up my fan.
I don't hear anything coming from your end.
That's why I have a mute button.
I can flip it up to mute it, I mean...
Yeah, same.
No, you put it on voice meter or whatever. You put the gate on, and the gate then will cut out at a certain level. It won't pick up anything until you start talking. Really?
Yeah, maybe look at getting some software for it or something, because by default there's no way to set the gain on it.
No.
You can set that in VC.
No, you can set the volume, but I don't think you can set the actual gain on when it'll...
The gate, yeah.
Pick up.
Yeah, you have to have some type of add-on audio.
Interesting.
All right, well, let's get started. Hey, Cyber, good to see you. We are back Monday night, episode 3 of the Tales from the Terrortory Trails, as our cowpokes are still in Coffin Rock and have just now finished up last episode. They shot the sheriff.
I shot the sheriff.
Yeah.
There's only one deputy.
But I didn't shoot the deputy.
Yeah, they shot several
Getting ready
deputies.
to intimidate somebody.
Yes. And some of the town folk are onlooking. The bells have tolled from the church as bodies fell to the road. Shut my dog up, please. Oh, my
There still actually is a
Happy
deputy
Dodos.
in the...
Yes. There is one deputy in the jail. Oh, my God, I'm shutting the door. Oh, my God, wife! Damn German Shepherd.
They're delicious.
They're a mouthy breed.
Man, she loves barking. She gets the other two riled up, and all three will just go at it. Man, sorry about that. Okay, let's focus. Focus. Monday night, start of the week. Got to get it off right with some Savage Worlds, Deadlands Reloaded. Okay, let's say hi to everybody. Folks, we've got 4 players here that are just itching to get on with the show. So we will start with ladies first.
Hello. I'm Mai. I'm playing Santia Rosalina Morales, south of the border gunslinger, or farm girl gunslinger, traveling with these fine fellows.
Bad. The black swan of the family. Right? Disappointment. Didn't stay home. She's out on the road. All right. Gary, you're next.
I am playing Thaddeus Walker, the bounty hunter who took up arms to hunt down the person or people who killed his parents. Yep, and of course he's going to try and make some money along the way.
All right. Joseph?
I am the doctor. I am very happy to be here. There are so many wonderful things. There was the rats and the man, and I don't know what happened, but now we have plenty of fat.
He's playing Dr. Ian Versailles, our mad scientist. And Rolando.
I'm Alexander Anderson. I'm here to spread the Lord and the word of the Lord, our Jesus Christ, across the land, and get rid of any heathens or non-believers. Of course, any demons as well. No room for that here.
Well, he's got some work cut out for him. He's got a few bodies here. He needs to.
You think if I stabbed it with my knife, Lucky Charms would pop out?
What have I done to this game?
What's your favorite cereal again?
Frankenberries.
Oh my. Well, all right. So yes, our recap that from last sessions for those who have not tuned in to the YouTube channel or past broadcasts that we've played throughout the week. Yes, the group here is trying to determine what is going on in this town of Coffin Rock. After being sent here by Praetor to just check in on his cousin John Daly, who they have discovered, whose mansion is burned down, and Mr. Daly's dead. And they're trying to figure out what the hell, why, where, and what's up. They have had to run in and come to shooting blows with the marshal and his heathen deputies. And they've actually got one cornered in the jail right now, with a few, 4 or 5 of them you killed. Yeah. There were 6 of them. You killed 5 of them and Marshall Bryce, and they're basically picking up the pieces from right there. I mean, that's not much else. Yeah, it was a good fight. I'm glad we got my feet wet and got all just in there up in with the nice little combat, because it's a little different from.
I'm just glad I got to turn the Marshall into Swiss cheese.
And he's put a few holes in him. He shot at him a couple times, but yes, let's see if Gary's exploding dice stay with him this week, as he was just crushing it constantly.
That was intense.
Man, but that's the fun part of Savage Worlds. It can happen even with NPCs. So, and we got their chips. We got the cards dealt. We figured that all out thanks to Corey helping me understanding that I'm a dork and didn't load the extension right, and just it is. All right. So with that being said, that was high noon. I think that. Trying to remember, was that our time? I actually should do better time tracking for the day, but we're going to say it's late afternoon now, with all the excitement that has taken place and the dust settling, and the companions are kind of taking an assessment of what is before them and what to do next, because they still have got many unanswered questions. Or do they?
Well, the doctor was knocking on the doctor's door.
It's true. He was only bringing him rats.
You brought him rats, and they were looking at it, and that's when the deputies stayed. I thought he brought the rats, and the rats got shot up by a couple of deputies on the deal. Yeah.
But now he has plenty of fat. He did say he wanted something about my size. Now we have many.
Yeah, it's the doctor. The doctor was standing at it and was kind of he's still in a little shock that the group, basically this fight took place out in front of his place in the jail area, this corner of the street here, and he was a little taken aback. It was animal fat he was looking for, but he has to actually, he will step out though, and while you're saying this, and he will be checking the bodies, and confirming that they are dead, and you will see him from time to time. Oh, it's just a shame. Look at just what it's done to him. It's killed us. Look at the hole in his skin. Oh my! It's gonna tell you this is terrible. What's such a waste? But he will. We don't even have a care. I guess I'm gonna have to be a caretaker too now. Once again, and he's looking, and a couple of town folk. There's a few, and a couple miners. You had a little bit of a show. They kind of step out from behind the walls and doors, and as they were kind of peeking through, and slowly start filtering out into the street to survey who's left standing. What about the 4 of y'all? So as you're watching and the doctor's he's kind of pulling the bodies up to the side of it, the north side of his office building, and reviewing each one and every one of them. What are y'all doing?
I am going to holler at the jail for the other deputy to throw out his weapons, and come out, and he will be unharmed.
I'm right behind Thaddeus.
you hear him yell out, "No, you don't shoot me! Just like you shot this marshal."
The marshal shot first.
I give you my word. In the name of the Lord, I will not shoot you.
Is that like persuasion or something?
Yeah, you can. What role is? That's a good question.
I can persuade him to come out.
Yeah, you can. He.
Would that just be an unskilled because I don't have persuasion?
Yeah, you could yell. You could yell. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, he kind of, it takes a few seconds and all that, and you'll hear the door, some bar kind of slide open and all that, and he'll toss out his 6-shooter, and then he's kind of peeking around the door, or looking and all that, and you've got, definitely more townsfolk are kind of gathering and pointing to the bodies that the doctor's lining up and all that, and he kind of comes out and then shuts the door to the jail. He goes, "I did what you want. Don't shoot me."
As I said, I will not shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
I will holster my weapons and motion him over and say, I have a few questions for you.
What do you want to know?
One, why was the marshal so intent on making us leave town? Two, why? Who's been visiting the cemetery and disturbing the graves? And three, I guess you're the new marshal, so.
He looks at that and he goes, "Marshal Bryce was just always tough on us, everybody in town. He controlled everything here. He was always in charge, especially after Mr. Daly died. He just kind of made sure everything, everybody kept their nose clean, and everybody kept everybody in line, even if you had to crack a few heads sometimes. Between that and the bandits that ride in from the north, some come out of the hills to have to try to keep the town safe from them, and people come in. The miners even say that these people, they get attacked at night by the dark men and all that. But they're just the bandits trying to scare them and run them off. But they don't come into town anymore, and so we just do what we're told to do. But I don't know anything about the graveyard. I'm just supposed to watch the streets. And we check the miners and just make sure everybody's not doing what they're not supposed to be doing. But we got to tell the sheriff when stuff goes down. He's kind of a little dim-witted too. You may notice. You can roll me. Is there an insight? What's a?
That's probably notice.
You can roll a notice. Yeah. See if you think. Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. He shakes a little bit, and then you can tell that he has a fear of a little bit of Marshal Bryce. Yeah, he's just been a mean hombre. And y'all within here, you'll hear you kind of voices and all, and y'all can kind of hear back coming from the south up Main Street. You'll see, I'd say it's probably 10 to 15 people coming up the street, kind of marching.
Are they armed?
You can't tell from the far off, but they're coming. you'll see them.
Do they have torches?
It looks kind of like a mob, but they're coming up this way. But you see them, stopping, and there's and you could tell that they're definitely being led by somebody. And that Alexander, you can make me a notice roll when you're looking, please.
Not that one.
Yeah, you're beginning to, as he's coming up, you can see that it's Reverend Cheval, who you met at the church. He's coming up the street, and he is leading a group of individuals up the street, and they're seem pretty determined as they make their way.
Okay. I will step up towards the front of our group. Ah, good Reverend. What are you out here for on this fine day?
What's the meaning of all of this disturbance? Bell's been racketing. We're trying to sing his praises during sermons today. And then all this shooting took place. What's the meaning of this? What gave y'all cause to shoot our marshal? Now who's going to protect the town and these good folks?
To be fair, I shot nobody, and they fired first.
He's the marshal. It's his job. Whose right was y'all's to shoot our marshal? This is uncalled for.
Well, I was protecting my friend.
Yes.
So, yeah.
The marshal had no right to come at us the way that he did.
Well, that may be seen. Now you have to call for the judge out, and Durango is going to have to come in, because now we're going to have trial. There's just going to be more chaos here because of y'all folk coming to our town for no reason.
We have reason. We're here to check on Mr. Daly, but it seems that his house is burned down, so we've been investigating.
He's dead. You can leave now.
No, it does not end there, friend.
He may be dead, but we need to find out why. We do not believe the fire was a natural cause.
It's the Lord's doing, and the Lord will handle it all. You know that. Fire cleanses everything.
Fire and brimstone are great, but we still must wonder. And what's up with the bells, by the way? Why did they go off with the death of each person?
That's God sending an angel on up to heaven.
Every time a bell tolls, an angel gets his wings.
Yes, no, redeeming the soul before the pearly gates. See, that's right. See, just like that. Bling!
Mute my phone.
Seems to go off at least once every time.
I normally remember it. I've been trying to remember to mute it, but I don't know why work's texting me at this time, but you can go away.
Yeah, and you could say the people are, a little antsy, and they're, they keep looking to him and looking back at y'all.
Are they all part of the church?
Yeah, he's seen, well, I mean, they all came with him, and they're, you can definitely, they're holding books in their hands, and, they, some of them will kind of detach from the group and go around to where the bodies are at, and they'll kind of
touch the bodies. We must have the vat.
I would like to use my peace card in an attempt to not have any more fighting right at this time.
Uh-oh. He's got a card. What does it say? Peace. Your hero will improve the attitude of group and encounter, perhaps by recognizing someone in the crowd, showing respect, offering bribe. If it doesn't work on true enemies, only neutrals who happen to cross path.
I wasn't sure if they're true enemies or not at this time.
We don't know, but you can roll me some persuasion check, and with the +2.
Okay. That'll be unskilled. Let's see.
Boom, boom. Wow, he begins to glow, and a halo shows above his head. He begins to rise slowly off the ground, and he basically, this bright light emanates from Alexander, and then for a brief moment, everybody's like in awe as you're speaking, asking for calmness and all that. Even the good parson, his eyes, Reverend, he kind of backs up as your eyes light up like your picture. So, if everybody hadn't seen that, here, can I blow this token up? Yeah, see, you can see his eyes begin to glow. Yes, that's right. And so the part of the group, they went around the side they weren't talking, but they kind of like in a little group in each body, and they're singing, and they're saying a little Lord's Prayer, over each body and all that. And Reverend Cheval, he basically, he steps back for a brief moment, assessing just, what has this happened in your words and all that. And this will resume later. We have to take care of these poor dead folks, get them buried right away. It's the only way to make sure that they, get to heaven as soon as possible, and so he will.
I'm going to check all their gun belts for their bullets and try and take all their ammo.
You talking about the marshal, you mean, and all that?
Yes.
Okay. Did they have the same I guess all the pistol bullets were same back then. I don't know if there's really...
No, there's differences, but I just want to see what what ammo they're carrying, what type of guns.
They were, I'll tell you, so their weaponry was... The deputies had Colt Frontiers, and Marshal Bryce had a Colt Dragoon.
Let me go ahead and look at those.
Okay, they're regular weapons. Yeah, regular 6-shooters.
Right, but I'm just trying to figure out their ammo type.
Yep, and they will. The Reverend will motion for his people to come around over there, and they'll join in, and he will kind of step over he's kind of like stepped over each body and then facing back his group, and let us pray for these disparate souls, that they're maybe sped in the bright light to heaven's gates, do judgment before God himself. And they will begin to go into a little prayer, kind of muttering to themselves.
While everybody's busy doing that, can Santia go inside of the, what do you call it, the sheriff's office?
Mm-hmm.
She's curious to know if there's anything inside and any information maybe that might be helpful.
So, let's see. Background music. Got to work on that, like Gary's saying. All right, so where is it? Well, that is building number 4. It is.
Oh,
Oh, y'all need your. Yeah, you need your. Oh, sorry. Whee. Oh, there you go. He is hardware store, law and disorder, but that's Marshal's office. There, you walk up and you'll, other than what you see in there, and hanging in the window is a large, shiny, ornamental star, representing the sheriff's office. And there are a few wanted posters that are scattered about. there on the wall, and then you kind of see right on inside, and you'll see some actually looks like they're old and torn, kind of just sitting on the ground, and you see a simple desk and a couple chairs, and then a couple jail cells, in the back that are closed. There's nobody in them, but they look like they're pretty, not very, they're not that clean, and you'll make me a notice roll.
Sure.
Make me a notice roll. The only thing you've really seen from where you're at inside the doorway, a couple of the you see some of the posters, and one will the wind kind of catches it, and it kind of floats and then sticks up underneath your foot, and you'll look down and you can see it's ripped in half, but it looks like the face of whatever was on the wanted poster's been all scratched out, like you can't see who it is.
Okay. Is there anything inside of the desk?
Nothing that you see of importance other than, like I said, a desk, a table. Looks like they've been sitting around, some half-eaten food and garbage, and then a couple of cells in the back. And it, stinks of men, like unwashed men. A lot of men sitting around there not doing anything, stale whiskey, stuff like that.
Okay. But there's no, key rings or anything like that.
You might see one toward the back where the doors are at,
Okay.
for the jail cells.
And nothing else pops out, huh? Not to her, anyway.
No, not at all.
Alright.
Whoa, that's loud.
Then she'll head on back outside. She's kind of curious to look at the sheriff's boots.
Okay.
To see if they match the shoe prints that she saw while she was tracking the footprints that led to the graveyard. Can I do that?
Make me an investigation roll. Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing, or?
Oh, let's see what role you have. Let's see what role. No, I guess it's tracking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And for all the viewers, this is not a replay. We are live.
I've got it turned off, don't I? Son of a bitch. Dang it. Okay, you know what?
No, it's on. It
I
just
see it's
popped up.
on, yeah.
It's actually on.
They do not match.
Okay. Well, he's not the one. And she's just fiddling around then at that point, trying to connect clues, if at all.
I also want to look at the boots of all the deputies and the marshal to see if they match the tracks that went
You
to
can
graveyard.
give me a tracking roll too, then.
Would it be assisting, or?
I don't know if they're.
Never mind.
Yeah,
No,
he doesn't need it. It just keeps exploding. I mean, it's like crap.
Fine.
Yeah, what help do you need? They are, and I've got to fix that. I have got this all messed up. Let's change this while we're sitting here. They do that. None of them match.
Okay. Well, no luck.
Table A on this. That helps. Now let's play. Yep. Here we go. I like voice meter banana when it works, right? Okay. Okay. So, yep. They do not match.
Okie dokie. She'll leave them to the church people. And I guess explain to whoever's nearest. I guess talking with Thaddeus about how it's not what they're looking for, but be worth looking around some more.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. They're praying, and they're, it looks like they're, preparing, composing the bodies. You'll hear Reverend Cheval. He motions for a couple to head over to the building that's across from the doctor's office and next to the saloon. It's the hardware store, or kind of like a hardware store.
Now, they're not trying to take my fat away, are they?
They're going to go bury these individuals.
Wait! We have not taken the fat yet.
Did the doctor agree to take the fat?
That is sacrilege. No one will desecrate these bodies. They need to be buried.
But it's for science.
Science has nothing to do with the Lord above. Believe in him and all will be settled. You know this. These bodies shall not be desecrated. And the doctor's kind of looking.
The Lord, well, he gives me a monkey.
How am I supposed to compete with this? He says, I'll have none of this. Not in my town.
You will not
with
take
my flock.
more bodies before we have the fat. Unless you have the monkey. The monkey I will trade for the fat.
No. We'll let them take the bodies. We'll get the fat elsewhere.
But we were going to do it for science. Think of the medicine, the people that can be helped. Would it not be good? I mean, it is only animal fat. We are all animals.
That's perfect.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to get to where is my doctor real quick. I need to roll him up. He is going to. Where is?
Would he take it from the bodies?
No, the doctor won't take it from the bodies. The doctor, yeah. What was the good doctor's name? Good doctor, Osgood. That's right. So Dr. Osgood, yes, Doctor in Versailles. I understand, but it's animal fat, not these poor souls. Oh, I truly appreciate it, but they're pristine, and that would be just. Look at the skin. It's just, we cannot do that. Let them bury these bodies. We will, the animals, there's plenty of other vermin around here and other animals that can be used in need of the fat. Oh, please, yes. So I don't want any more trouble out in front of it's enough death for today, don't you think?
Very well. I do not see what the problem is. They are the animals. They are the Homo sapiens. We are like Homo erectus. We would have used them. It's the same as dogs. It's like monkeys. If it was a monkey, but we do not use monkeys for fats. I tell you, they are very important. It has the thumbs.
Dr. Inverse, say, there are no monkeys in here. We don't have any monkeys.
There is one here somewhere. But very well. If you do not want to use them, it's fine. But this one, he was very plump. Look at this. Squishy.
Oh, Dr. Inverse, we will revisit this again. I appreciate your assistance on my needs. There will be more other opportunities to find the fat. There has to be. I just know it. We'll let them go.
Well,
have all the parishioners gone to the hardware store?
No, he sent a couple over there. They went to get a couple of boards, to put the bodies on, so they can then kind of like makeshift little, lean, stretchers, but they can slide, and they're going to put the bodies on them, and they're kind of, a couple of 2x4s, there's kind of like handles, and they're going to put the bodies, and they're going to start dragging them back toward.
So during my search of the marshal and his deputies for their ammo, did I also happen to, maybe loot their pockets for change? Because, they're not going to use it where they're going anyways.
Oh, man.
not a
wasn't any
single
money in
one
the
of them
sheriff's
had
office.
now the marshal. Let me see, the deputies. Most of their pockets in their pants got holes in them. Wouldn't even hold anything. That's how bad their pants were. The marshal, he. That's a good question. He. Actually, you know what? They might actually have a few coins on them, but it doesn't say. So how much could they be? Give me a few. Tune in next time. Let me find out what they're going to carry them, because they have a few coins on them. But and they know, as most deputies do, because you've seen a few of these, that you'll recognize a few of the faces that will come in and out of the bar. That they. Or like any other good deputies, they either spend it on the bar or they spend it on the evil women in the town.
Did you find a few slips for the local brothel? I'm sure we can find some use for those.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I wonder how much. What would you have found? Good question, Gary. Question. Give me a few minutes while I'm here while I'm reading up where I can find what they may have had on them, because I figured they have some coppers on them. What's silver? Well, what is our currency? It's really just dollars, right?
Dollars.
And buffalo nickels, and
just good old dollars.
Just good old dollars. Yeah, you know what? We might find a spread all over across of them. Probably, there's probably about each of them had $1 on them. We had 5 deputies, and the marshal had a couple of dollars. Had a few dollars on them too. So let's say, roll me. Yeah, you found about $8 on them.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll see if there's more later.
Is that in the party?
So,
or
He can add it
also,
to-
relieve them of their firearms, because they're not going to need them either. For, maybe selling them or whatnot, because, like I said, they're not going to need them where they're going, because they weren't good people.
Okay, so what we have, so they have money. So silver dollars, they've got some half dollars and all that. So you're gonna find.
On the money though, just remember, like, a cult peacemaker is $15. So $8 is kind of a lot. Just
in Western.
Total with them. I said not 8 a piece, 8 total.
Oh, from all the bodies.
All the bodies together. Yeah.
Make $8.
Yeah. Not a piece. Sorry. And their guns won't look. They will be the cheapo versions of the guns. El Cheapo gear. Okay, so you'll know, not Marshall's, but theirs are the El Cheapo gear, which is about 50% of the normal price.
Well, then I'll take the Marshall's gun.
Yeah, so his gun looks okay. Their other guns are might not even shoot straight when the bullet comes out of the barrel. Oh.
They definitely didn't in the heat of battle last time.
They get lucky, but they definitely noticed that. But you can, so they've got a few guns. Each one of them has a gun, and the marshals, and so your little hardware store over there, that would be, let's see. Like I said, I don't think I've actually been in there yet.
What building is it?
Straight across from us.
Yeah, there's an individual in there, but you don't see much. You haven't actually. Well, There was someone in there, and you saw the town folk. Couple of town folk went in there. The doors looked like they weren't even really. They even worked. Basically, just kind of hanging off the hinges and all that. And you saw some rustling around and all that. And they come out with a few boards and some 2x4s. Kind of, they heard some pounding in there, and they brought these makeshift drag carts, some boards they can just put the bodies on, and they're kind of propped them on the boards, and they're headed on down the street, head back toward the church.
Okay. Well.
And
where to next?
Yeah, the party will the reverend will take his flock, and the groups begin to basically town folk, things begin to kind of disperse. Miners, a few that are in that town, you're noticing that it's getting to be toward the end of the day, and
should we go back to the livery?
We could go to the livery, or maybe we could, sleep in the sheriff's office.
It does not smell that great.
Okay. Then the livery it is.
So y'all are gonna pack it up for the day? Enough death and destruction? I don't know.
We should go and find some
And
animals
then-
for the doctor.
And then, tomorrow we'll go and hunt some big game for the doctor. I'm also gonna reiterate to the Mr. Alexander there that the graveyard has been desecrated.
Yes.
That we should probably check on that at night, because it seems like the tracks were made at night.
What up, Josh? What's going on?
Aye. That seems like a good idea. We can't have people going around desecrating the graves.
Yes. We discovered some tracks that led to the graveyard, and it did not look good.
So y'all head on back to the livery to...
Now, do I need to pull the weapon that I took from the marshal?
Here, let me see how that. So that's a good question. So they don't have a. Come here, party sheet. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Derp. Inventory. So if I go to the marshal, where are you at? Oh, it is 6 feet under. Come here. All right. No, that's the bar. Derp. Marshall Bryce's story, newspaper. I'm trying to find, I just had it run from Marshall Bryce's story. Law and Disorder, there it is. Boom. So can I pull their guns? I don't think I just pull them. Oh, that's the, yeah, so interesting. So I guess I can put a, let me pull from the player's guide, equipment.
The Colt Dragoon was a 44.
How do I...
Yeah, and I'm using 245s.
Okay. General equipment, gun, accessories. Oh, ranged weapons, derp. And I said, what were those? They were Colt.
The Colt Dragoon is what you said the marshal had. I wasn't worried about the deputies if they were.
Okay, so I put it in the party sheet. Can you see it?
I can see it.
There you go. All right. Boom. All right. Done.
Oh, was I supposed to add the money that you said that they had the $8?
I just figured you could add it to yourself. Yeah.
I was just gonna, split it between the four
Okay,
of
it's
us.
fine. No, I can put it in there. Here. So, boom. Is that right?
Yay, $2 a piece.
If I do that, there you go. Distributed. Now, are you trying to sell the gun, or are you going to hold on to it? Because you got to find somebody to buy it.
Let's hold on to it for now.
Okay.
So we're
All right.
gonna rest for a while.
They head to the livery. Y'all can pack it up for the night to rest. I don't think there's like a rest. Yeah, we don't get a rest feature here. Right?
So we're taking like for the full night, basically.
I don't know. Y'all tell me what you want to do.
I thought it was like half the night so that you can check out the graveyard.
Yeah, we were gonna try and stake out the graveyard a little bit to make sure we could figure out if who the hell's desecrating it.
Alrighty.
Sorry, how many hours has it been since the fight ended?
Say that again.
How many hours has it been since the fight ended?
Not an hour, two. Not, I'd say this dust is selling. Yeah, maybe an hour, 2 hours.
So we haven't slept. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm trying to see where going on here. That's the fair and low. I don't need that. Alright, that's that. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. That's the stairs. So y'all gonna, so tell me what we're doing. Y'all are gonna just wait for half the night and then.
Yeah, rest until about half the night, or I guess do a little bit of a watch between then. Wake up towards the middle of the night and then go check out the graveyard. So I guess it'd be considered more of a short rest, huh?
I don't know if we. So do we? I don't really have a rest feature, right?
I don't think there's really a
Yeah.
rest in
It's just-
Savage World.
Yeah.
I think it's just like we're gonna hang out until midnight, basically,
Okay.
and then move along to the graveyard when there's no pedestrians about.
All right. I'm trying to find where I can deal with that. I'm trying. Okay. All right. So that definitely half the night goes through. You will, other than the typical sounds of wind blowing and a coyote howling, you kind of let the night partake through, and if I haven't told you yet, there's a slight echo on everyone but you. Really? Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Let's see why.
I was getting that when I watched Wednesday with Dersham too.
Okay. Make sure. Let's see if it goes away. I know y'all are chatting. I'll play around the settings. I may have flipped on one of this deals here. B1. Okay. Let me know if it's still there, Josh, if you're still watching. Don't know if he is. Or if I ran him off already. He's still
He's probably watching.
He's lurking. All right. All right. So yeah, half the night goes through, and then y'all are going to proceed over to the graveyard area.
That is correct, sir.
Yes.
We are going to.
The way.
Yep. And I would think that we should probably go through one of the alleys through one of the buildings, between one of the buildings here,
Yeah.
so that we can,
Through the broken buildings.
like, through this direction here, so that we don't get seen whether they're coming or going.
Okay. Y'all will proceed to go stake out. What you'll notice, you'll hide there and watch, but you're not, the moon is a crescent moon tonight, it's baking the land in a pale light. But only thing that you'll notice over time is that you can see the fresh graves of those that were buried there by the Reverend and his group, and you'll just hear, continues through a good bit of the night. Just they're still chanting or singing. You can kind of pick it up ever so briefly from time to time, coming from the church. And off in the hills, gets toward early dawn, like fake dawn and all that. You'll hear a couple of, moans, or basically just an echo sound that comes out of the mountains. That was definitely not animal made.
On the hillside.
Okay.
In the hills, toward the mines.
We will definitely take note of that. So I guess we just have to investigate the graveyard in the morning with everybody, because we didn't see anything tonight.
Nope.
There weren't any fresh tracks again, were there?
Nothing. You saw nothing happen throughout the night.
Eh.
You scared off a few coyotes, something like
So
that
I
trying
have
to come
a-
into town.
I have a question.
Go right ahead.
Your camera's also frozen.
Oh, it is?
I didn't see it.
Oh, yes, it is actually.
Let's say you regain connection, but it's frozen on our end.
Oh. How do I fix that? Let me-
Really? I see him moving.
Probably. See, I don't see him moving.
Same. He's not moving for me.
You turn the camera off and back on in the button down there at the bottom. That should fix
Really?
it.
Let me look at.
I was gonna say, I see me moving.
Yeah, I see all four of you moving. Re-minimize y'all's, Gary. Try that. See, just or minimize it, bring it back up. He's moving for me, because I have y'all all up on the window, so I can make sure that's not happening.
Yeah, I went to Twitch and it looks fine. So when Alexander Anderson is asleep, I would like to attempt to steal his shoes.
Before y'all started off to go to the graveyard?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
The pie?
Well, no, sorry. I had an update pop up on my computer, and it said, "Hey, would you like to restart now?" I meant to hit no, and I hit yes. That's why I disappeared for a second. So I was trying to say that earlier, and yeah.
We ran by. So you're trying to steal his shoes.
Yes.
Shenanigans. In
Well, I'm going to give them back. I just need to borrow them for 1 to 20 minutes.
You want to make? How the hell do you do that? I guess that's agility over his notice. I mean,
Would
do
you get notice in sleep? Hold on, is there stealth? Let me double check. I think there's actually a stealth.
Is there a stealth? Okay.
There is stealth.
Yes, which I don't have provision, so it would be an unskilled.
Unskilled check. Okay, against his notice roll. Yeah, he's going to wake up right in as you're undoing the first lace of his shoe, Alexander.
What are you doing?
But he has such lovely shoes, and I noticed earlier you were having difficulties keeping up with the gentleman who was running away from you very quickly, and I thought maybe I could help.
Ah, I think I'll be okay for now. I kept up with them pretty good.
Well, if you're sure, let me know if you would like me to improve your shoes. I would not mind at all. It would be my pleasure.
I'm pretty sure. Good shoes.
If you not mean that, but if you change your mind, I will be more than happy to improve your shoes. They're so simple, so unrefined.
But they serve me well. If for some reason I ever need it, I may ask. But for now, they're good.
Very well, very well.
All right. So that took place before y'all staked yourself out next to the old newspaper place. And the Echo's still there, Josh? Nope. Echo.
Yeah, I was just asking.
The hell? Is it? So they hear it on the. Yeah, I hear it. Hold on, it's still there. Hold on, I'm listening to myself and Twitch. So what the hell?
Yeah, but the echo's on us, not you.
Yeah, but it's coming back through to me, so I'm trying to see if that's got the channel wrong. Here, let me bring up Twitch again. And Gary, why don't you just say something for me, Gary?
Something for you.
Here. Let me listen to it. That's better. Okay. Yeah, it's voice meter. Clicking on, bringing up their side. It's echoing back through on the B1, which I've got up. Okay. All right. That should get rid of the echo. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate that technical assistance there. We got to make them, make them sound good. Because I already look good. All right. So what are we doing? So yes, the sun. Y'all make the early morning, and the nothing really kind of took place while y'all were watching.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we make way to the graveyard to check out the damage done, I guess.
From the previous
Yeah.
inspection? Okay. Where was it that we pinpointed that what had happened when we had first inspected it?
Okay, so I asked that again. So what are we doing?
When we first checked out the graveyard,
Mhm.
after we found out there was some kind of tampering, what did we find that time?
You just saw you tracked and just kind of saw some footprints that kind of made their way back and forth there, and they kind of commingled in and around in the graveyard. There was some they did make their way into around the mausoleum, and they kind of made to a few different graves. Just kind of kind of making a circle around. It wasn't really a direction that they particularly headed. You just happen to notice that this certain set of tracks went back and forth.
As if they were trying to grave rob.
They were trying to grave rob. Okay. Well, then I guess since there's nobody around, it would probably be best to go check out the mausoleum, since that was Daly's gravesite, right?
That's where he is buried.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Okay, then we can go and see if anything was tampered with over there. She'll go that way.
Okay.
As will I.
Okay. No, y'all can make your way to the graveyard, and Eltol's
She'll point out the tracks that she found earlier to Padre Alejandro. It's like, you see, Padre, there was something funny was happening around here.
They so what you see, it's a fairly large cemetery, like I was saying, compared noticing that the size of the town, there's a lot more bodies buried here. And y'all move up to it, and off of Daly Street, there is some massive wrought iron gates decorated with angels and stars, and many of the graves, even though the newest ones you can all see, is definitely created from those who from the shoot up. But there's a few other ones. There's several more that are fairly fresh. And other than that, they're marked with simple wooden crosses. And then you can see in the center area is this elaborate mausoleum that's got the Daly name on top of it.
So there are other fresh graves that were not of our doing.
That's correct.
Where did these come from?
I would assume that one of them is from the guy that the marshal pretty much, killed because he thought he was the one that burned down Mr. Daly's house.
Yeah, but you mentioned that there was more than that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
There are many of the graves are very recent.
I'm going to go around the front of the mausoleum and see if the door is closed.
It is.
Is it? Can I open it?
It's locked. Doesn't look like it's been touched in a while.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it had to have been touched sometime within the, last few months, because you were told that's the Daly Mausoleum, and so you're assuming that's where he was buried,
Right.
interred.
But, it's locked, so
But it is locked. Mm-hmm.
I won't mess with it if it's locked. Any names on the markers?
No, they're just the graves are simple wooden crosses.
Hmm.
Make me another notice roll. Mr. Thaddeus. Okay. Yeah. You notice the graveyard. Still a graveyard. Hasn't changed.
There's nothing else besides the super fresh graveyards that we just encountered.
Not from what you're seeing right now.
Okay. Is there anything on them that kind of differentiates them from the deputies?
No. There wouldn't, like I said, they don't, other than the mausoleum, everything else is just a simple grave site, each and every grave. There are no headstones or tombstones or stuff like that. Not at all.
Okay.
Just like they don't spend a lot of money on the dead here,
Well,
except for the dailies.
Yes, but death occurs here daily, so.
This is what I do when he does that. You just mute his camera, and just click off. I'm gonna put a smiley face there. The pun. Now we get the video with the audio for the puns now. So, all right, yeah, that's all y'all discover about the graveyard.
okie dokie.
I will approach Alexander and ask him to say a prayer on Mr. Daly's behalf, and I will point him to the front of the mausoleum.
I can do that.
I have a question. You said it looked like the mausoleum hasn't been opened in a while,
Mm-hmm.
but Mr. Daly was.
Yeah, he's in. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, so it doesn't look like it's recent. I mean, you're not seeing it's locked. I don't know how you can tell other than you don't see there's not mud tracks coming. You don't see tracks going in and out of the door.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were trying to hint that it hadn't been opened even as recent as Mr. Daly's death.
No, I'm not trying to hint that, but I'm not saying that either.
And I will go forward to the entrance of the mausoleum and say a prayer. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We are nothing but dust, and to dust we shall return. Amen.
Hmm.
Amen. And you almost identically when he says that there is a brief amen that you can it as though it echoed with the church members. You can hear them praying. It was kind of like a call, a chant was there, and when you said amen, you heard amen coming from the church. You could
Okay.
hear them praying. Sermons
Good
being given by the
God-fearing
reverend.
people.
Alexander, isn't it strange that these people do nothing but pray at the church all day long, all night long, every day?
Ah, I see no issue with that. They're just there serving the Lord. And what else do they need to do?
Well, I mean, they do have to make money for themselves to live, do they not?
Money is just but a thing for men and mortals. God does not care whether you are rich or poor. As long as you offer yourself unto Him, you will be seen in His eyes as equal.
Yes, but if they have no money, how do they live? Like, how do they eat? How do they pay for necessities of life?
That's not up for me to judge. However they get along, whether they eat amongst themselves or hunt for their food. They have no housing costs in the church. God does not set God does not cost rent for you to live in His house.
I still think we might have to check in on them and see how they are doing.
Ah,
If they
yes.
need any help.
I'm always one to lend help to the church. By the way of y'all's talking, sounds like y'all could do with a good couple services yourself. Believe in the word of the Lord.
So I guess I'll head to the church.
You can begin to head over toward the church. Yep. Like you haven't been over there before. Alexander has. It's a white church.
Big white thing with the bell and the cross
Yeah.
on the
So
front.
you'll see.
I
Yeah.
got it. I know
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's got a steeple off to one side of it, and you see huge stained glass windows are embedded on one of the wall facing you. Looks like getting from your angle is light shining down into them, and the doors that are on the west side. And you can make your way, and yes, and you can hear more chanting, singing coming from inside.
I will stand outside the door, wait for the group.
And for a brief moment, um, you'll hear the knocker on the bell just kind of bong, just kind of slowly hit, but there's no wind.
I guess I'll try and open the door.
To the church?
Yes.
It is locked.
How high are the stained glass windows?
Oh, they're up above. Yeah, they are, good 10, that actually doesn't say, but I'm going to say huge stained glass windows are embedded in 3 of the walls. So you could try to go look through and all that, but they're frosted, making it very difficult to see in.
All right, so I will head back to the graveyard, and I'll look at Alexander, but don't churches usually leave their doors open for anybody who wants to come in?
I thought they should.
Well, these ones are locked and closed up. You can't even get in there.
Well, did you try knocking?
No.
Oh, well, try knocking. Maybe they'll open up for you. I'm not sure why they're locked in the first place, but I mean, you gotta give them the courtesy of knocking.
Doesn't it seem strange though that they would lock their doors to a church? That's
Oh, it is
supposed to
late in the
welcome
night.
all?
Some weird stuff's been going on in town.
Is it actually night? No, I'm pretty sure it's not night anymore.
Didn't we come here in the middle of the night?
I thought we said it was only been a couple hours since the shootout, so.
No, well, y'all had a night's rest and then staked out the rest of the night watching the graveyard, and now it's early morning.
No, okay. Sorry, I missed the part where we staked out the whole night watching.
Okay. Half the night at the newspaper shop trying to see if you were going to notice anything pillaging the graveyard, and nothing happened. So it is, early morning. Maybe an hour or so you have taken time to traverse the graveyard and see what was going on and check out the mausoleum. And then Thaddeus went over to stand before the doors of heaven, and they were locked to him.
Well, I'm not going there anyways when I die.
Say 5 Hail Marys and you'll make it. But you should try knocking. I bet they'd open up to you. If
Well,
not,
I
I'll be
mean-
over there in a minute. I'm going to go around and say prayers for the deceased here.
I mean, we did shoot and kill the marshal and his deputies, so they may not be too friendly to see my face by, just me. So I'm going to wait for you guys.
Is it the breakfast time yet?
Oh, it's definitely breakfast time, but there's no
Perfect. I will take my eggs
Restaurants
over
here.
easy, please.
Do you see chickens?
Well, why would you keep chickens in the graveyard? What kind of madman are you?
Well, I mean,
What
you,
time is?
you want me to cook eggs or get eggs, but I have yet to see any chickens or livestock of any type here.
Well, this is the worst establishment I have ever been in, then.
Wait, I stepped out. Where are we?
Well,
We're still in the graveyard.
yeah, Thaddeus went to the church, kind of looked at the doors, didn't, was kind of, watching it, tried to look in through the stained glass
And
windows.
tried to open them and they were locked.
And the doors are locked to the church, even though there are people inside. You can hear the sound of praying and hymn singing.
Oh, is it still the middle of the night?
No, y'all waited till the morning and go checked out the graveyard. Remember? So nothing happened. You went to the graveyard, looked at the mausoleum. He walked over there, and y'all are sitting here. And Dr. Versailles is wanting eggs, but there are no
Well, it is
chickens.
breakfast time.
We don't don't have any gallinas here, Doctor.
Well, what am I to eat for breakfast then?
Here, have some of my rations.
Nutritious.
So there's some sounds coming from the church, but the doors are locked.
Yes.
And I asked Alexander if it was strange to have church doors locked while praying.
Hmm.
He also did not
suggested
try
that we go-
knocking.
Right, he suggested we go knock, and I said that's a plan, but I'm not going by myself because I did shoot the sheriff.
I
Marshall!
think they like
Marshall!
Same difference.
I'm waiting on y'all. So this is your game. I'm letting you explore.
Did they seem friendly when you came to see them, Alejandro?
Ah, yes, they were very friendly last time I spoke with them.
Then I see no reason why we should not open the door or knock on the door.
Ah, that's what I was
That is.
saying. I'll be
That
over here
is
saying
good.
prayers for the dead.
Wonderful.
If you need any help, just yell for me.
I will accompany Thaddeus to the door.
Okay?
The doctor will follow along, smacking.
That's one ration out of my inventory.
I will walk up and knock on the door, really, 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 really hard
Okay? Yep.
to make sure they can hear me.
They hear him because you will hear all of a sudden, I mean, almost immediately, the chanting, the singing, the praying stops. And for a few seconds, you're waiting, and then you will hear the door click, and you will open the door, and before you, there's you haven't seen this man before, and he brings you to our church door this morning. Come to sing the glories of God, have you? Looking for some salvation, might you be? I'm Deacon Plume. How may I be of service to you and to the good Lord today?
Do you have the monkey? No one else was speaking up. I was gonna let you, but
So this is a different guy than the one that came.
Yes,
to
it's not Reverend. Nope.
the deacon.
His name is Deacon Plume.
Oh.
And you have a couple other people behind him. You can see some of the parishioners. They're, standing in there. A couple, behind him. They're looking over his shoulder, seeing who it is. And then others are still, looks like you can't really, there's more movement going on in the background. You just can't really see what's going on.
Tell me, good sir, why are the doors locked?
We lock them just to make sure, that if someone wants to come in, they knock on the door and let us in. It's just for safekeeping. The good Reverend is out right now, scurrying the countryside, trying to track down the source of the evil that inflicts the town. And so, while he was gone, we locked the doors.
Evil that afflicts the town.
Yes.
Dude, tell me more.
But there's a few talks of men that we have, the bandits that have caused some trouble in the past. But and there are some, yes, there are. There's the miners of talking of being attacked at night, and there's just things are just But I mean, we have so many. There's the graveyard and a few dead. But
yes, that reminds me. How have all these people died?
It's just bad luck. The miners, so many of them dragged in from dangers that have happened in the mine. They say the bandits or the beast out there that is, we just figured it was a wolf or something, maybe a mountain lion, ripped a couple of them apart. But, and then just the hard life out here.
So
The town taking a toll for the worse. It has.
accidents been happening in the mines, you say?
Mm-hmm. That's what the miners tell us.
That's the first I have heard of it.
I will turn to Cynthia, and it seems like that we have some work to do. Make sure that the mines are safe.
I agree, Thaddeus. Doctor, are you ready to go traveling?
We're going somewhere? Where are we going?
We're going to the mines, Doctor.
Oh, do you think they have the ghost rock there? It will be glorious. Just a little bit. 4.2 tons, no more.
Only one way to find out, Dr. Ivan.
I am almost done with this delicious snack. What do you call this again?
Oh my. Let's see. All right, so are we making our way out of town? Is that what we're doing?
I believe we are heading to the mine.
We're leaving to the mine.
I believe we are going to the mine.
Let's go pick up.
But we have to pick up Alexander, yes.
She'll wave him down, I guess. Padre Alejandro!
And he's BRB.
That's fine. She still waves him down.
I'm sure he's going to come with us.
Yeah, he's going to come with you. Yeah, you're pretty certain of that too. All righty. And all right. All right. So y'all will, so, there's, we're in the hills of Colorado, and the town, it's not been very difficult for when you're noticing now that you can see definitely a rock formation that gives the town its name. And you can see some, it doesn't take long for our trackers to notice some trails that lead out of the northeastern part of town and head on up into the countryside. And it's, it's Colorado. It's very pretty and all that. And y'all are kind of making your way along, and you get to a little bit more rocky state, and you will what we'll do is gonna have we gotta have some countryside, yeah. And
get to see a fresh new map. Look at that.
You betcha. And y'all may make me notice rolls.
Sure. Oh, well then.
What the hell? Who blew up now? I'm just right. Oh, that's the first time Thaddeus said another word. Doctor and verse. Is that a monkey that you hear in the distance? You hear something's got your attention coming directly north. What you have, some tree lines before you, and you'll kind of come through a little area, and then you've got this ridge line that you've noticed runs off, to your right side headed north. And far up, just out of you can just see along the ridge line, you see something moving in the ridge line, and you hear, ah, ah, ah. It sounds like a female voice screaming.
Oh, man.
This is the monkey finally? The Pandrodontitis? It will be glorious. He will have the thumbs, and I will put the little suit on him with the helmet, and it will be glorious.
That is no monkey, Dr. Ivan. Sandia's gonna run towards that sound, just booking it that away. wherever it came from.
Yeah, so y'all can begin to move. Y'all can make a movement, which is what, five,
Six
tiles, 5 people.
6 tiles? Yeah. Yeah.
How do you do the running thing again?
Well,
An agility check to double your.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, if you want to. You just, yeah, you all begin to move up here. I'm going to do it. I'll get y'all. You're going to move.
As we're moving, I'm going to unholster and draw.
Ooh. And right up ahead, you will see in this little corner, you will see this. Dun, dun, dun. You will see a woman being accosted by what looks like a man.
Yeah, looking like a man.
It looks like a man, but it's definitely disheveled. I'm not sure how to explain what they look like. That's a good question. Let me back up a second here. What do they... It's definitely humanoid. Its skin is a dark color, brownish. It shambles as it's swinging at this woman, and it's, and then you're, leave me, she's backing up, and she looks like she's stuck because she's kind of cornered in this little crevice area.
Can I attempt to shoot it from where I stand?
Yeah, it'll be out of your range, so
Or can I move closer?
you can move closer. And this woman looks like she's hurt.
She's definitely going up there. She's unholstering her gun. She's going to shoot at this person.
And I am going up with her.
Okay. Y'all may make, whoever makes me the first attack roll, then we'll do. You pa-ching! It's a hit. And now I didn't get my I didn't get my chips. Darn it. I need my chips. Where am I? Okay, come on. Where is my... That's the effects. Party sheet. No, I don't want the party sheet. I want the tools. Whoops. I need to get...
So my question is, does Dr. Ivan get an action as well?
Well,
Or
you're
do
going to
you
get...
need to roll?
You're going to roll now. Yeah. So I'm going to get... I want my chip. Where are my... Marshall Fate chips. That's right. I get... So I want to draw a chip, draw a chip, draw a chip, and draw a chip. Okay. All right. And so I've got a wound, and I'm apply. So I'm shaking. No, wait. You just gave me, I shook me. Yeah. Okay. So now y'all may roll initiatives. So we will do...
That's what you gotta do.
Do it now?
You have to do the dash.
Yeah, I'm going to hit I'm just making sure I do this right. It's just like crap. Make sure. Boom. Woo. Okay. So she's up first. And she's just going to try to pop the guy because you can see when you're all that there is a Colt on the ground that was knocked out of her hand, and he's kind of stepped on it, and she's and see, it's just strength. What is hand to hand? Let me see.
It's the 1d4 plus.
It's fighting. Yeah. So, oops, I didn't mean to double click. Well, I guess I did. She's gonna. So against
His parry.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what theirs is. Hold on.
5.
Yeah, so she's gonna miss. She swings and misses. Yeah. All right. Alexander.
Okay. I will I guess move closer. So how far is movement in here again? These are
6.
6 tiles.
Yeah, unless otherwise stated.
we'll move up to here, and I'm going to. I'll just yell at him. What are you doing? Leave that woman alone now.
Okay.
Oh, it's me already.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to go over here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Right besides this woman. And shoot again.
Okay.
I take it she has a closer look at what she's shooting at
Yep.
now.
Yeah, it looks like a man, but it is, like I said, skin dark. It looks like it's of mud. It's like just caked in mud. And it's, there's the eyes are black. And, it's just reaching out for her and it's just shambling at her.
Alright. Well, I shot it and I gave it 2 more wounds.
Oh, boy. So I'm going to apply that, which would.
Did I happen to pass by the colt that was dropped?
Well, he was standing on it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
So now he's.
So it's dead now, right?
It's dead. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't say incapacitated on my end.
Well, it's got -3. Why is it not? I apply.
That's 3 wounds total.
Well, I thought
But I thought 3 wounds was it.
only gets a wild eye.
I think you get 3 wounds, then incapacitated.
Well,
Like a 4 HP.
that's
Yeah,
so.
shape plus 3 wounds.
Yeah, blood men are slightly bigger than. Okay, yeah, that's always. Let me. All right, I'm trying to think. Let me look at it real quick.
I don't know if maybe they're special.
No idea.
Why is he getting 2 wounds? Because I thought it says here on his deal traits. Get a wild die. Special abilities, only 1 wound. Base reach. Yeah, I think he's dead. Yeah, I don't know why that, because I applied that and it didn't kill him. But you're gonna shoot him, and you with your rolls there and all that. Yeah, you basically put a bullet through the brain, and he just falls back, and it just kind of shambles and just kind of hits the ground.
Mm-hmm. It's what you get, maldita pendejo.
And she kind of turns and is looking at y'all. I appreciate the assistance there. This creature just came up out of nowhere on me. Usually I'm better than that. I should have been paying attention more.
No te preocupes, señorita. We're here. I'm here to help you. My friends are over here too. They're catching up.
My name is Shelley Pearl. Who would you be?
Hola, señorita Pearl. I am Santia Rosalina Morales. And my friends coming over here, that one is Tadius, that one is Padre Alejandro, and that one in the back with the crazy hair, that one is Dr. Ivan.
Is the monkey okay?
Oh, God. Good stuff. There is no monkey here, Dr. Ivan.
But you has it right there. We saved it. Why is it wearing clothes? That's fine. It's fine.
This is not a monkey.
No, I'm not a monkey.
Pay the doctor no mind. He's trying to find himself a monkey for space and.
Yeah, she says, I should have known better. I thought they were just men. I've seen a few of these roaming up in here from time to time in the hills. I don't know where they're coming from, and I don't particularly care. But it's the only place that's safe is being up here in these damn hills from that town.
Ah, yes.
What do you mean, ma'am?
Well, you can't go into town for the damn marshal.
Oh, the marshal. Yeah, he kind of got dead.
What do you mean kind of dead? You just don't die. Either you're dead or you're not dead.
He ended up with a few bullet holes. I'm sure one was in his head. Yeah, he accosted my friend and tried to attack him. So yeah, I dealt with it.
You dealt with it. Where is he's
only one of his deputies alive, and he didn't seem like the brightest guy.
Some of them weren't. Yeah, that Bryce, he's a mean, ornery bastard. Tried to kill me.
Now
barely escaped with my life. Tried to get back to my family home, and it's all burned down.
Oh, are you talking about the Daily Estate?
Yes, I'm talking about my house, my father's house.
Oh, we were just there.
We were sent by Prater to come and check on your father.
My uncle and other cousins. So yes, I just gotta make sure which I said the relationship was. So wait a second now. Yes. I got here too late. My father was dead, and I tried to find all the deeds and the lands, the stuff that belonged to my father, and they're nowhere to be found. Even though the house was burned down, but my father had a safe, but I couldn't find it. Bryce had to have known something about it, and I confronted him about it, and he tried to kill me. And I was able to flee, spending my time up here. But some of the women that have been, she kind of looks to you, Santia, and she goes, "You got to watch it with some of those men there, and those deputies they're quite mean a few times. You got to be able to handle yourself."
Don't you worry about me. I've handled worse than those stupid idiots.
Well, I've got a few other of the wives and the daughters brutalized by his men under my care here.
Ooh,
up in the hills.
Like she's not gonna like that at all.
Up in the hills, yes. I've been kind of keep them under my guard and all that. We kind of keep each other safe. And then this damn creature came out of nowhere. And I know there's more than one. I've seen a few. Can't be just one. They're not very fast. I just wasn't paying attention. Damn it. Picks up her gun, kind of brushes it off. What brings y'all up in these hills anyway?
Well, we were heading for the mines to make it safe.
Well, it's still a good ways up there. You got on up into the hillside. You just got to watch out for them. And like I said, there's still a few other gangs, some other outlaws in the area. We've kind of steered clear. They make a little ruckus every now and then. They've had been drinking too much, or they're picking on a few of the miners. But I keep my women out of sight so that nobody hurts them.
We're also here in search of animal fat for the doctor in town.
Well, there's some hunting out here. It's kind of scarce, maybe because of these foul creature. And y'all are noticing as you're chatting and all that, this thing begins to dissolve. It's beginning to kind of fall apart, and it looks like it definitely was a man at one time. And but now it's also there's mud and liquid is this kind of dissolving, breaking apart before you.
So it kind of does it sound a little bit like a
God, here it goes.
Alka-Seltzer dropped in the water.
I knew you were going to fire something. So I knew you were going to say you were thinking about that one.
I just had to wait for you to stop with your description so I could add it in there.
No, like a plot fizz. It just kind of bleh, bleh, bleh.
Form of identification left behind?
Nope. It was a man.
Okay.
That's your identification.
Okay. Maybe Sandia will probably ask her where these things are coming from, or if she's seen like where they might be coming from and which direction.
I second that.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I toned out for a second.
She's asking Shelly if she knows where these creatures came from, or if there's a general direction.
She goes, she says, I don't know where they're coming from, and I don't particularly care, but now knowing that, that bastard of a marshal's gone, that at least help some of these town folk. Won't help these women, but maybe we can establish something. We still need law and order in the damn town if the marshal's gone. Now hell's gonna happen because those damn outlaws they won't take them long to figure that out. Marshal Bryce was the only thing that kept him in check. Even damn thing about the only thing he was good for.
Oh, why don't you go back to the town and take over yourself? You see.
I was just about to say that.
I can handle myself a little bit, but I'm not. I can't go up. I'm not that good.
There's no reason why you, as a capable woman of your stature, can go back and do anything that those men could have done with the same group of women you are protecting now.
Why don't y'all go after them? Y'all look like y'all can handle yourselves too.
After the
we are on our way to go figure things out.
I know there's rewards on them. I'm damn well certain there are.
Bounties.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
I am all for that.
Santia will gladly destroy any bandit she comes across.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's part of her nightmare thing.
Yeah. So what do we? Yeah. So she goes. Yeah. Well, she will go chat with. She goes, if you don't mind, I appreciate the help, and I can make my way down in town, but I need to go speak with the rest of the group, but I'd like to still keep their location, safe if you don't mind, because I do appreciate the help, but times are strange here in the hills, and you got to watch your back, and I don't know y'all that well, even though I do know you're sent here by my family, but there's something foul here. There's most definitely, and Bryce, I'm sure, was a part of it. But it's still, this was a good place and a good time, and there's just more going on here. There's got to be.
Okay.
Does she know where the bandits are?
Yeah.
They're in this area. She says she has not discovered where they are at, but she's pretty certain they're up here in the hills also.
Has she seen any recently?
From time to time, she has seen a few. She thought that these men were that what she saw were the bandits. She had originally mistaken them for the bandits. One creeping around looking for them. She, always a man trying to find a woman and take advantage of them. And up here in the hills, but they haven't ridden in. She hasn't seen them for a while. They had ridden in town a couple of times, and there was a couple of small little battles on the outskirts of town, and the Bryce and his marshal and his deputies would run them out, and the outlaws would flee back out of town. But now it's only a matter of time before all hell will break loose in town, and the town folk won't. They're just sitting ducks now.
So, okay. Well, she's down to go and find these bandits and make sure they don't do anything ever again.
I'm down for bandit hunting.
She is determined for that.
Okay.
Can I do some tracking maybe? To find them, Or find a
Y'all
trail?
can proceed on out. Yeah, she says, yeah, so she just, yeah, you can keep following the trails. There's many branches, and just keep your bearings so you know how to get out of here and back to town. I would not stay up here at night. Not with this foul thing. If there's more of them about, I didn't even hear them come up on me.
Oh,
So-
I forgot. Do we have our horses? Did we take everything?
I would assume if we were going for a long trek, we'd have our horses, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Fine. That's fine. Yep.
Then,
Gee-haw!
yeah, so she'll
Y'all proceed on. Okay.
along and see if she can track these bandits.
All right.
I am also looking for bandit tracks or
Shall I roll?
those nasty, dirty, bubbly guy tracks.
Okay. Y'all can proceed on out, and you can make me a couple of tracking rolls in the tower, please.
In that tower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was mine.
I got one from Santia. Oh, you got a 1? I just rolled in the tower. How did you know what it was?
No, I said I rolled in the tower.
I only got hers.
Rolled in the tower.
Yeah, I only got hers. Roll again.
Oh, you only got hers?
Yeah, I only got hers.
Okay. I'll
Sorry.
throw that in the tower.
I saw some rolls, but it only clocked yours for some reason.
Okay, it's not. Why is it not letting me throw it in the tower?
I don't know. Make sure is it work. Yeah, I got mine. Oh, there goes. No, that's me. Not working?
Not.
That's fine. Just throw one out in the open then. So it is what it is.
I'll move my tower a little bit here and see if
Okay.
that's what's causing it.
Okay.
Nope.
Huh. Well, Santia, and I'll get him. You can roll it out in the open. That's fine. So, okay. Yep. Y'all will proceed on out and heading off the trail. There's just a couple other different smaller tracks and smaller paths. You will discover that there are some other horse track. You're finding something. There's somebody else in the area, and y'all will proceed along tracking that. And I need, as time moves on into the afternoon, I need another tracking roll.
Okie dokie. In the tower?
Yes, please. Thaddeus.
There it went.
There it went. All right. Y'all lose there. You lose the trail. And and y'all search and nighttime is beginning. You got a evening, good bit of the day passes as y'all kind of make your way through the mountainsides. And it's becoming dark now as day settles.
She's frustrated. She can't find them now.
Well, I guess we can set up camp.
Okay. We'll use. Did I have my?
Okay with everybody else.
I was saying, did I not use my camp map?
It does not mind.
Infamous camp map. I need my infamous camp map that we always use. I didn't put it down. Why?
And now our doctor is finally unfrozen for me.
Really?
Yeah, he's been. His camera's been frozen this whole time until just now.
Same
You're
for
right.
me. It's
Wow.
been frozen. He's just been squinting and towards the screen angrily. just like mean mugging.
It was stuck on like some frame. It looks like a mean mugging somebody on the side.
Sorry, that's my resting bitch face. Sorry.
Oh my lord. Really? Let's see. I'm trying to see. Did I not? Lost Mines. Images. Where is my defect? There it is. Yay! I
I
found
have
it.
no issue resting here for the night.
All right. I'm going to give y'all Terrortory Trails, images, paste. All right. So we're going to go to a new map. And there it is. Yay! We like this map. Okay, here we go. Let me give it a grid. And you know it, you love it. It's our famous camp map. We use it. Traders Redux all the time. So the question is, y'all have a camp, you got a fire, you've got horses. Where? Oh, I need to put you all on the map. Derp. Okay. So who's what, where, how, why, and when, and taking watches, all the fun stuff.
I take first watch.
I'll take second, and I will also comment. This place looks familiar. Have we been here before?
Yeah.
I don't think you ever used this map for us on Saturday, though.
Yeah, I most certainly did. Most certainly did. The camp map. Yeah.
It was
So-
like one with trunks and like knocked over trees.
There were a couple. Yeah, there was. Is it not? Oh, there was two. Because one of them I actually had the campfire laid on top of it. So.
Oh, you know what? I don't think you ever used this one because for some reason there was always like a ghost token on it.
Oh.
Like I think it was like Sora's token was always stuck somewhere.
Okay, one of them always was usually, yeah. So, okay, so y'all have where are you gonna have the horse pick? Yeah, so we gotta, where are they gonna be at? Where are your horses?
The closest tree possible. So maybe this one.
Y'all, it's up to y'all.
What do you think?
That
one or the
as
one
close as
behind
possible.
us?
Why is there we go? Okay.
But yeah, keep them as close as possible. I mean, I'm assuming that my horse is pretty well trained.
So you got a little picket. You got a picket line
Yeah.
running up here.
Yeah, we should have something like that.
I would probably go hang out by the horses if I'm doing watch.
It's up to y'all. How many? And so so you've got each of you taking a watch, couple, a 2-hour watch per person.
Mm-hmm.
So who's got first watch?
I do.
And I take second.
Okay. So the rest of y'all are now. You got to put this dice tower. You got to put it right on the right spot, or it won't roll it. I'm noticing that. You drop it. Yeah, that's weird. It's how these windows are a little bit off when you grab them to resize them and all that. So you will. You can make me a notice roll.
Okay.
Am I?
In the tower.
In the tower, please. And your watch goes by peacefully.
Okay.
And nothing happens. You don't even hear anything. It's quiet. It's the wind blowing through the hills, and a hoot from time to time. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Thaddeus's turn to go watch. Where are you going to position? You can go back to the campfire. Are you going to stay up there with your horses, or are you going to go back to the campfire, Santia?
I'm going to.
I'm going back to the fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna go wake up Thaddeus.
And I will just.
Where are you going to put
walk around the
yourself?
camp, like literal walking a path around the camp.
Well, it's
making
it's
sure the
awful.
horses.
Well, it's awful. So it's awful rocky and all that. So you're, and it's dark.
I've got a lantern.
He thinks he does. So where are you going to position? Oh, you're moving around.
I'm
Okay.
just walking around the camp.
Yeah, you can make me.
surveying the area.
Yeah, make me a notice roll in the tower, please.
Let's see if it actually lets me do that this
Bitch, come on. Sure, it's gotta.
There it went.
Okay. You don't notice anything. And you're coming up on the end of, let's see something here. What am I doing? Okay. Nothing's happening.
Okay. When my shift is over, I will go over and nudge the next person in line and wake him up, which I'm assuming is probably the priest.
I say it could be either one of us. I don't care.
Oh, I'll I'll nudge I'll nudge Alexander, see if he wants to wake up, and if he doesn't, then I'll go over and give Dr. Ivan a nudge. So whichever one, if Alexander doesn't wake up, then I'll nudge Ivan.
I'll wake up. What is it? Is it my turn?
It's your turn to watch. And then I will lay right there and conk out.
Okay. Where are you going to put yourself, Father Alexander?
I'll come over here near kind of close to the horses between us and them.
You can get to watch. You can make me a notice roll in the tower, please. Y'all are sleepy. Oh, hell, what the hell? Let's have fun. Y'all are rolling horrible.
Yeah.
This thing, it says, gonna 1, 2. So as this begins to amble its way, 1, 2, 3. Well, hey, hold on a second. What is this movement? Where is its movement? You've got company.
Should be its pace.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to see. Yeah, where is it? I'm trying to understand what I'm looking at. Okay. Yep. 1, 2, 3. You. One, two, three. You will begin. You're turning to head back toward the campfire. And as you get closer, the light will catch a humanoid creature. There's someone human standing right over the doctor.
Oh.
Reaching down. That is like his legs, looking like I want to grab him and start dragging him off. Doctor, you can make me a notice roll at -2 since you're asleep, dreaming of monkeys in space.
And 4.2 tons of ghost rock.
Oh, yeah. Keep waiting for there to be like a pop-up window when I click on this thing.
The monkeys they're filling your sweet dreams. You're counting them as they jump over a moon. That's right.
Now the question is, does the doctor talk in his sleep?
The monkeys and
but Alexander, you have a reaction as you see this. The good doctor his legs are being pulled as though going to drag him away.
The rest of us are sleeping. Huh?
You're sleeping. It made no noise. Y'all were rolling horrible on your nose rolls. It was clearly, it could have danced up there. What do you want to do, good father?
I'm going to move up to here. And, of course, let go of him, you bloody heathen. Go back to where you came from, you beast. And I shall, I guess it'll be 2 actions to draw and throw a knife.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be at a -2.
sure I have this set up for ranged.
It flies, and I need a guts roll from you, please.
Ooh.
Yes. So your knife flies off and shaking, and a seeping of fear creeps into your consciousness, and you are afraid of what you see before you. Your knife flew wide of it as that's, the cold shot down your spine as you saw this creature now, eyes glowing, which looked black. Well, actually, I don't think you ever got close to it, did you, when you were on the first combat, right?
No.
Yeah. So you wouldn't know. Yeah. So yeah, some eyes glow, and it just kind of turns, and it begins to we'll start dragging the doctor here. So now we're going to do this. And Shelly's not with us. Shelly, you're not part of this. So, look at that. The Joker on our good father.
So does this fear affect me in any way, or
so it says anyway it make fear, and I'm trying to see what is the effect for fear. Is there an effect? So, well, it's got to be effects, modifiers. Where is fear? Well, I don't have a. Well,
I think there's a fear power. Let me look real quick.
That's what I was going to say.
Power causes the target overwhelming dread, yada, yada, yada. It's a -2 penalty to the guts roll. Oh, no, that's it with raise. What's it actually do, though?
What I'm trying to see. Savage World, how well do this...
They roll on the fear table.
Table!
Fear
Table. Okay, so that's going to be... Whose guide is it? Is that the GM guide? Let's see. Oh, player's guide. I don't know.
Fright table. Fright.
Who's got the table? Where it's under smart? Is it players? Is it the Deadlands book or?
There's a Savage World Deluxe Player Guide Fright table.
Let me see.
I'm guessing that's the same thing as a fear table.
I would think so. Let me find that.
I don't see one in the thing on the library. There's just a overall option for tables.
Well, I just opened the tables tab.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be helpful. Let me pull up tables. Where is it? Tables. So let's see. Good call. I rarely use some of those. So fright. That's what we'll use.
Well, there's instant death in there.
Oh no!
Scared to death.
Oh wow. Well, you can. Okay, so add the creature's guts penalty as a positive number to this roll. So does that mean it takes what you?
So
the negative penalty? That you receive is a positive for the table. So it's worse for you.
so the guts penalty was a -2.
Yeah, so you add that to.
You're gonna add 2 to this roll that you're getting ready. So now you got to give me a roll on the dice, but 20.
There's a section that looks like you can add the 2 to.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my bad. I double clicked.
So
I don't know why it won't let me modify it.
Yeah, I see what it says. So a 4, 5, 6 is actually.
Also, I think if you click modifier on the left.
Yeah, if you.
That might do it too.
Yeah, if you add the -2, so actually it's going to be a 6, and you are shaken. So you lose your Joker because of that?
Really?
Well, I mean,
that would have been last thing. So now he would roll at the start of this turn, wouldn't he? Or whenever he chooses.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so now it's a start. So you're shaking, right? Well, I mean, you can spend a Benny to right?
Yeah,
or
he gets a free
You
Spirit roll.
spirit roll. Sorry, spirit. Yeah, let's do that. Well, hell, never mind. Well, what the hell? Okay, fine. Now you're not shaking anymore.
And I will move towards this thing and pull out my rapier. And then attacks, that'll be a -2 on the attack for drawing at the same turn. So a 5. It didn't target him. I don't know if he's on the tracker, so I don't know if that matters or not.
Yeah. So
There it goes.
yeah, I dragged it over there. It's a hit.
Yep.
So it's second.
So if it's not a wild card, it's dead.
He is. They get a wild eyes. I'm trying to see how this works here.
Same as the one that I shot at.
+2. So he's got some bonuses there. Does not cause a wound. So I'm gonna. But I do think I still have to soak that. I can still use a Benny to. They get a wild eyes though they were wild cards. But so make sure I remember how to do this. So I can use my die. I can use my Benny to soak that. Correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. There we go. Vigor roll. Yep. So I soaked it. Yeah, you basically you hit it and it just kind of his body just kind of encases it and you see this whole form and then it just closes up.
You bloody monstrosity. And then, so is that fear constant? Do I roll on the guts again at the end of the?
No, it just says anyone who encounters must make a guts roll. So I'm only thinking it's only the one time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, his turn. He will. So what is this he's going to do? All right, it has. What does this? They have a ranged attack. And he will, as he's moving, grabbing the doctor, dragging him. And it's going to be half movement. He's dragging the doctor who now feels himself being pulled.
And I get an attack of opportunity for melee, correct?
Uh-huh. Yep, go ahead. Was a
Nice.
Ooh.
hit with the raise. What the hell? Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Can you soak 5 wounds?
No,
Stuff?
I
Do you have
can't
enough-
soak 5 wounds.
You could always
But you
try.
look, what in the hell? That is like crazy.
Very nice.
Wow. Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, there's the incapacitated.
Yeah, it worked that time when I applied it. But yeah, he could only, so they can, doesn't cause a second shaken doesn't cause a wound. But that was like, what was that? That was like,
So, a really high rate.
yeah.
Damage
What
went
did you
all out.
what did you hit him with?
Joker also helps with that.
I hit them with the holy word of God.
Well, yeah. So he basically, and he just kind of falls apart again. And the good doctor, you wake up to see this thing. It basically, let me see.
Is it breakfast time now?
Well, hold on. I want
Were we even awake for any of this that was going on?
Not really, but
I was yelling. I don't know if y'all woke up or not.
yeah.
I
So
just realized we're like probably still waking up.
make
You
me an
already finished the
agility
job.
check, good doctor. -2, please. As you're waking up. This thing is falling on you. You're about to get a face full. What is with this blowing up stuff, man? Holy moly. So his agility.
That's like today.
Uh,
Kind of.
oh, he falls on you. I exploded too. Isn't that fun? Yeah. So yeah, the good man, he basically and he falls on top of you, and you're just covered in guts, bones. It's a humanoid, and it's mud. There's viscosity of it, and you've tasted it's a taste of both mud and blood, and it is
I do not
nasty.
like this breakfast. I prefer the other one.
And you see Alexander kind of standing to the side of you over there, looking down at all this.
Is it the breakfast time?
He goes, "That's what you get for taking my shoes." No, I won't put words in his mouth, but yes.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
and the other two of you will, so you can hear the doctor scream out as this thing collapses on top of him.
Oh. Maldita doctor que quiere ahora. Oh my god. What is it? What is going on?
Really, guys? Can you keep it down? I'm trying to sleep over here.
No, one of those bloody mud things came back and tried to kidnap the doctor.
What?
Really? You handle it. I'll go back to sleep.
Well, he did. Yes. So, and now
my God.
it's now the doctor's turn.
Okay.
And
So for my watch, I would
Oh,
like to
boy.
go over here and try to steal Thaddeus's hat.
you're going to try to steal his hat.
Yes, his hat.
It's on my face.
Oh, Dr. Verse.
You know what? No. I'm going to spend a red fate chip. Here we go. Where you go? There.
Oh, I get a chip from that
You
then.
do.
All
Does it
right.
automatically give you one when we use it?
No,
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't. I gotta get a chip.
I got 3. That's a possibility.
So I'm gonna
You
roll
can
notice.
you can give me a notice roll. Yeah, you're slowly back to sleep a little bit, but
Oh.
yeah, he wakes up. You basically pulling the hat back off of his head, and his eye kind of pops up as the brow goes past his eye, and his one eye's looking up at you.
And
You
you
had
hear
some mud
you hear
on
the hammer
the
on my
brim. I
gun
will-
cock.
I will clean it for you. It will be fine.
As my eye pops open, you hear the of the hammer of my gun.
I'll go ahead and just kind of put the hat back on his face.
The gun uncocks, and I go back to sleep.
He's gonna get one of these days. He's gonna pull off one of these stealth rolls. So, all right.
Well, it will explode. It will
Yep.
be.
One of these days it will. All right. Well, so the night passes and it becomes dawn again, and nothing else is encountered other than this one very weird looking man.
Is it the same as the last
say-
one?
Yes, it was.
In the
It
morning,
looks the same, kind
the
of.
doctor will wake everybody up and then sit trying to clean his muddy glasses with his muddy lab coat.
Baboon. It looked like Baboonsky that you killed. Oh!
No.
It looked like a Chuck.
So, so we actually have a monkey in chat for you there, Doctor.
Oh, that's right. We do have a monkey in chat.
Uh-oh.
So now I can put the 4.2 tons of ghost rock in a pot and have him sit on top of it while wearing a helmet. It will be
That's-
glorious.
That's right. Right.
Gotta look out. Gotta look
And
out.
somewhere I
Look
had,
for you.
where is it? I had a file. You're gonna laugh at me.
Uh-oh.
I was having
That
fun.
is actually the doctor's plan. He's going to stuff all that ghost rock into a big metal pan and put it upside down and put the monkey on top and then light it. It will work, I promise.
Oh my. He is gonna do that. That's what's scary.
I hope he has
And
like
we have-
schematics like
And
stashed
hopefully
in his
we
book
are
bag
miles away
with
when
all
he
of
does
this
this.
like drawn out.
Well, from the lore of Ghost Rock, the stuff they lit, like 30 years ago is still burning.
Oh wow.
So. Okay.
Like 10 times hotter than coal and
Hmm.
burns forever.
Jeez.
Got to find some, right?
That's where we're going to the mines.
All right, so yes, you proceed on. You're gonna head. Well, you've lost the trail, so you're gonna have to try to pick it back up again, or if that's where you still want to do. You have two different
I will
destinations
attempt
you're wanting to do.
to pick up the trail first. I want to find out where this creature came from. So I'm gonna see if I can track it. While and I will suggest to Santia to see if she can find the way to the mine as I'm trying to figure out where this thing came from.
You can make me a tracking roll for the creature.
Are you suggesting we're splitting?
Splitting the party. Oh wow, Thaddeus tracking notice. Okay, well you're going to. Yeah, you're not able to pick up the trail of what you thought were the other horses, what you think maybe is this other group of outlaws. But Thaddeus, you will follow the tracks. It was kind of easy to see from the nighttime and the dew, the condensation, and there's just kind of the mud steps, and they follow back through a tree line directly into the rock wall, the side of a rock. Those footsteps out of the side of the mountain. Basically, it's basically there's some rocks, mud. It's just basically a hill, part of the hill. The man.
So he looks like he came out of the wall.
Came with his feet. His footprints come right out of the side of the mountain.
Okay, I will relay that to the group, and then I will continue to. I will see if I can find the horse tracks from the bandit that we were trying to find.
Santia hasn't been able to find them.
No, but
can I take my burrow device to the side of this mountain?
How far does it burrow?
A single charge will allow me to travel. Oh, wrong power. What is that? 60 tiles worth?
You're going to try to burrow. You find rock and mud.
300 feet?
Yeah, so you could. This is just basically you're going to find mud and dirt, and you're going to find what you would expect to find in a hillside.
Did I find a monkey? Because I expected a monkey.
No, you didn't. You didn't find a baboon. No monkey.
Oh well.
So I just leave a big old giant hole straight through the side.
You got a hole in the side. Yeah, but I think this is just a small little hilltop part, and you went through the other side. You didn't even go that far. A little outcropping, and you didn't find anything other than what you would expect: roots, bugs. Worms, mud.
So he found breakfast with worms. Gotcha.
But you have to fry them first.
Fried worms.
So what are we doing?
I am apparently seeing some tracks for the horses.
Is that for the bandits?
Yes, for the bandits.
Okay. Santia's going to check on the horses, grabbing her horse and making sure everybody gets their ride.
Well, I mean that was like a question mark if I found the tracks.
Oh, so we'll get your horses and proceed on out, and you think that you have found some more tracks. Yes.
All right, so we will. I will follow those tracks.
Are these for the batitos?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Because the mudman apparently came out of the wall.
What wall?
The hillside over there. That the doctor just went through.
Oh, that wall.
Something like that.
Let us go. What are you waiting for?
So y'all proceed. Yeah. So you will track them for a while, and it becomes. You take a few hours, 2 or 3 hours, and I need another tracking roll from both of y'all, please.
Okay. That is not good. I think I will use a Benny for that.
You can.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't that much better, but okay.
Thaddeus is on it. He's thinking he is coming in good. And y'all can proceed to, tracking them, and you're onto something here. So I need 2 more tracking rolls from y'all, please.
Alright. 2 each?
Just one, just a piece, just one. I want each. Oh, Santia, you are lost. Oh my!
She's too
Ooh.
focused on getting these.
I'm gonna Benny that.
He's gonna Benny it. There you go. Okay.
I got
All
a
right.
trait roll natural 1, which I'm still unsure exactly what that
It
It
means
only affects it if you have like my thing. If I get a trait roll on natural 1, I blow everyone up.
so. Yeah, it's basically you failed the roll. Even with I
No,
think
you can still pass if like that 4
With the-
counts as a pass. They just flag the trait roll because if I get a trait roll even with the passing wild die, it still blows up.
That's right. That's the wild eye going in there. So that's what that is. Yeah. Okay. So I would say you make it a little bit difficult for you, but Thaddeus Bennied it, and he thought he lost it, but he picked it up, and then it becomes fresh, and there are several tracks and horses, and Thaddeus also make me a notice roll now. All right, and you can smell just the brief hint of smoke coming.
I will turn back and say, I smell smoke. We're getting close, and I will unholster my gun.
Yep. So y'all are riding, and your path will kind of curve around, and it will take you up and through a few, it's taking you up and through a few other little small little passes and between some some croppings and all that, and you begin to then turn back south. You kind of did a little circle around one of the hillside, the hill, I don't know what you're going to talk about. You're in a mountain range, so, moving around through the mountains and all that. But let me give this to y'all. All right. And you will find this trail, and here y'all are. Gesundheit.
Oh, thank you.
Salud.
All right. And
Oh, we got another map.
another map.
So exciting.
Maps galore.
And you will see. I'll give you more of it because it's daytime. Why are we hiding? Yep. And you will smell smoke. Definitely coming from somewhere up ahead. Thaddeus, what do you want to do?
Continue pushing forward. Probably be best to dismount at this point. Because do we see the smoke rising out of the air?
You see, it's kind of hidden behind trees, and you just smell it.
Okay.
So it's somewhere up ahead.
All right, so I guess I'm going to dismount then.
Going up ahead.
Continue forward as slowly as possible.
I need a stealth roll. All right.
I don't have one of those.
Yeah, because I got to lock the tokens here. All right, I got to see.
Yeah, me too, or...
Yeah, if you're moving up with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Limits. 6.
She's not trying to be sneaky, really.
All right. And let's see. And what? Okay. No, you're not quite really that sneaky. Now I need to.
But I am.
Yeah, that's right. So you bear with me 1 second.
You're right next to me.
Bear with me.
I don't see a bear.
Yeah. Because I'm not. This they weren't maps for this stuff, so I had to get this set. And okay, you are going to see more of the tree line, and you begin to see more. Seems to be the path seems to run. This kind of splits up ahead. What you will see is a kind of a more of a rock wall face before you, and definitely the path leads. It seems more muddied, more tracked on, going to the south east this way. But you've got a lot of trees up ahead, and the smoke is definitely coming from not far, or maybe on the other side of this rock wall. And but there's more mountain up above there. It may be, you may be seeing an entrance to something in the face of the mountain.
All right. I would suggest that we tie our horses off right here at this tree. And proceed the rest of the way on foot. Quietly.
No promises.
That's... Uh-oh. Damn it. I hate it when you don't drop it in the tower right. This tower does not work. Holy, I'm dropping it right on it. This really... There it goes.
That issue myself.
Man, yeah, you have to drive this. I've noticed about these icons. They're a little off. Okay, what was their notice row? And y'all's were... Okay. You're going to walk your horses up there. Okay. All right. Move up there. Is that everybody's horses? Everybody's coming up there?
At this
right?
tree?
Yeah. So I need
I'll put it back
I need both of y'all.
Rebecca's not a horse, remember?
The last two, I need the other two of y'all to both roll me stealth rolls, please.
Okay.
Oh, now I get a high roll.
I saw someone roll a 1.
That
Wait.
was me.
Fancy grounds is being wonky.
Tower Marshall. Why is that? Marshall? Oh, that's me. I'm like going, I'm thinking, why is it rolling Bryce? I'm like going, okay, durr. Thaddeus, you can make me did you make me you did make me a notice roll on your check? Okay.
Yep. It was a 7 and my stealth was a 6.
Yeah, but you got Santia who wasn't rolling very well. And these two, your two goobers now. Doctor's okay. Alexander, did you get?
If you want to just grab it off, I think it's. I don't know if I have stealth. My fancy ground's acting up.
Oh, here I see.
Launch for my screen. My video card driver decided it wanted to
Update?
install the new version. Yeah.
So that's unskilled for you, I guess. Then, right?
If I don't have stealth, it'll just be unskilled. Yeah.
Yeah. You rolled a 5. Okay. So Thaddeus, yeah. So y'all are moving up to the horses and all that, and you hear something in the tree line. Excuse me. You hear
the line that we're heading to?
No, you hear up around the ridge line, and you hear a. Hear a little groan and a.
Oh no.
Now where's this coming from?
It came from the tree line somewhere over here. Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Alexander's.
The rock.
Yeah, Alexander's. Yeah, he's connecting. You heard something happening. Somewhere on the tree line. There's trees everywhere.
Okay.
You hear kind of.
I will. I will whisper to the group. Sounds like somebody's had too many beans.
sí, los frijoles, sí. Mm-hmm.
And y'all were downwind from the individual. Sorry.
Should we roll a guts check just to make sure?
Yeah, you should. You should. Oh no, Doctor Versailles. Oh, Oh, but well, Santier, you're used to it. Well, men in your, so you know what? It's something. Yeah, it looks like under the doctor's over there. He kind of he stops walking his horse up. Oh, holy moly! That's even worse than monkey smells that you're used
Wait,
to.
why is that roll investigation and not guts?
I don't know.
It's the same dice, but
You're fine. Well, now, Joker bone. We're off the cards. Oh, I need to clear the cards. So I do that by
5.
Yeah. I forgot how I did the damn reset the cards. Damn it.
I think you can clear the table somehow.
I know. I forget. It's all these different controls, and I'm trying to remember. How do I reset the table? I know I can.
I guess stretching is contagious too, huh?
A little bit. I'm so sleepy. For this new place that I work at, I have to get up at like 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. So it's always a pain. And I worked today, so that was fun.
Isn't our grit supposed to be added to our guts though?
I thought it was its own roll.
The grit? Oh, I have no idea.
No, I thought that was the whole thing. Was that grit was added to guts? Let me see. Did we not tie that to it?
I thought he said something about your grit will go up more guts or whatever. It's weird.
Yeah, it was a bonus to your guts, and that as you got more grit, you got more guts, huh?
It may be. I got to learn. I'm trying to figure out how.
It wouldn't have made a difference. I still would have been under the 4. I just realized we weren't rolling with that either.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. All right, main. Reset. How the hell? Okay. I want to reset the cards. How the hell do you do that? I don't. Deal. On hold. Oh, I can put you all on hold in the tracker. You can right mouse click on your card. All right, well, I'll figure it out. I need Corey here, and he can't tell me. I can't remember how to reset the damn, to clear the damn cards. It's always something with me. Yes, but outside the doctor stopping in his tracks because of what just wafted over him, you know that there's something in the tree line that, or someone, sounds like, definitely was what you thought it was.
Shall we go investigate the foul smell?
You go right ahead. I will be there. Just one moment.
I will definitely tie my horse up first before I continue to investigate the sound of somebody sharding themselves.
Okay. You can do that.
Yeah, I think all the horses are tied up now.
So you've got tree line.
Yeah, grit does add a modifier to your guts roll. I just don't know how to add that at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll need to look that up then because I want to know.
I think you have
It's
to
just one.
manually add it in there.
There's a modifier. Done.
Is that specialization?
No, you can right click on the dice portion and there's a modifier.
Wait, what? Modifier? Oh, hey!
And
Yeah,
you can
and
just
you
add a
can-
permanent +1 in there and label it guts.
Okay.
So our guts goes up.
Yeah, you can label it grit and it'll say where it's coming from.
Got
How do I do that? That's just really irritate me that I know. One moment I find the change of the dice, how to change to pull all the cards off, and now I can't remember how the hell to do it. Damn it.
Is it on? Was it the party tracker, not the
Well-
combat menu?
Well, let me see the party
No,
sheet.
That's for fake chips.
Yeah, no, that's all the chips. Yeah, that I definitely know where to get that now. And then I've got my tools, but that doesn't do it. And I'm trying to effects. That's the tools. And I know I've seen the damn thing. Modifiers. I don't need. I don't
Is it
care.
not like a right click on the intern thing?
That's what I thought. And it's got minimize and close. And on menu, I've got change tracker type, action cards, effects,
Action
add.
cards. Wouldn't that be
Clear.
them?
That's it. It's okay. See, I'm getting them with the adventure. I'm getting them mixed up. That's what it is. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. All right, good call. All right, now we're good. Because then you don't get the modifiers while we're reset. I keep thinking adventure cards. I'm getting the two words mixed up. They're big words for me. Okay. All right.
They both start with A, so you're excused.
All right. So what are we doing? So
Horse is tied up, and I'm going to stealthily make my way to the tree line, to where I
Alright.
heard the person.
all
shouting
right. So
about-
we have now why. All right. So these. All right. I'm trying to. I can't see the. Okay, those are the squares. Everybody's in squares. To make sure everybody is. Snap to. It's. Snap to grid is on. Okay, it's making sure y'all moving, and. All right. Okay, so now y'all may take each a turn. Whoever wants to move or whatever, which way you're headed.
Are the horses tied?
Yes. Yep.
All right, then I am going to make my way to the tree line as quiet as I can. I can't see these squares.
Yeah, the snap will get it. Should get it.
All right. And
All
I'm,
right.
I'm being stealthy about
Roll
it.
it in the tower for me, please. With the +2, we'll add it in. Well, like you're okay. We're not going to need it. God Almighty. God damn, man. I'm just getting bitch slapped with these exploding die, man. All right, yeah. So, yeah. Make me a notice roll now. +2, because the smell is telling you you're getting close.
Tower straight up.
In tower. All right. You've got movement right over here. There's someone in the tree line. Taking care of business. The number 2.
Okay.
And he doesn't sound. He's not too happy. Oh, man.
I will motion to the group that there's somebody over there, and then I will try and make my way into the trees so that he can't see me, and sneak up behind him.
Well, you did your movement. So who's next? You moved in stealth. You can motion back to them though that you know that somebody's there.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
So around the other side, is that like
There's
going
more.
around the corner and then
Oh, here, I'll show you. Well, you can't really tell from your angle right now.
She plans on going that way.
Yeah, but you can definitely see that there's, from where you're at, there's more trees. And there looks like from your end, there may be a cave entrance or something over here.
Is there tracks or anything
Oh,
you
yeah.
can identify?
Oh, there's a whole bunch is going that way. Yeah, from where you can see lots of tracks going southeast, and they're coming in and out of this area here.
Mm-hmm.
And they also go this way too. Coming and going.
Okay.
Just like you see on the map.
I guess she'll use the brush of the trees that are around here to kind of try and stay a little hidden, though she's not that stealthy.
Is that what that's your movement right there?
Yeah, there's a bunch of trees over here, right?
There's some trees to the right a little bit. You can make me stealth roll on the tower.
Sure.
Por favor.
Unskilled it is.
Ooh.
She's got her gun out. She's just like
Stepping on every twig on the way.
she's kind of throwing caution to the wind because she hates bandits that much.
I can't. How the hell can I drop this on the tower? All right. You will walk on a corner and coming out from the tree. How do I oh wow, they're not numbered. What? Hold on. Why would they not be? Did I not tell Fantasy Grounds to number my NPCs? Let's see. Auto number. Oh, son of a bitch, are turned off. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this on and re-add these guys. Because that is what? They need to work on random. There we go. Okay. So bear with me let me pull these guys all off. I want to remove hostile, delete from tracker, NPCs. And
I'll tell you, anytime you say bear with me,
yeah, I know.
you need to
Shush.
hit a little button
Shush.
and have the green screen change so that there's a bear behind you.
I'm gonna bear you, pal. All right. Let's put him. All right. I gotta do this here. Let me just add these two guys real quick because y'all know that there are. But it's not auto numbering them. I don't get, unless that's just something that the Deadlands of this auto numbering PCs, yeah, is turned to random. So when I pull them from the deal to the combat tracker, I should know. Okay. Is that? It said 100. Holy moly. Weird, because it's not auto numbering them. So let me get. I got to figure out why. Okay, so y'all, there's something over there. Unfortunately, though, for Santia, this dude, when it was supposed to be identified, comes walking out and steps and looks right at you. And, well, little lady, and he yells out, "We got company!" And Thaddeus, you'll then hear this yelling across, and this guy will fall. He didn't pull his britches quite up right, and he will fall out of the tree line. Another one. And y'all can roll me some initiatives.
No, we can't.
You can roll us initiative.
Oh, that's right. I got to do it. That's right. I know. All right. I'm trying to figure out why. Okay, so this one's 5th. Why is it so high? Weird. All right, I'm trying to understand why I have. Okay. I want to add a couple. All right, so let's get these identified. All right. And so then I go to menu, deal, all. Whee! Okay. Boom. Dr. Versailles.
You never finished my move to time.
Here you go. Well, I would expect you moved them up. Why? If you got your win, so you'd be in the y'all. Everybody will be in the tree line when y'all start. All right. So
Um,
there you go. Y'all two will be there.
So he yelled out, "We have company."
Yeah, we got company.
Oh, very good, very good. I missed breakfast this morning. Do you have something to eat?
It's like, I know, Doctor, these are not the friendly types.
But he called us guest.
I guarantee we are not guests here.
Yeah, I got something for you to eat. It's called lead.
But that would be terrible for the digestion of the stomach, and it would break down, and it would drive you mad. Why would you do that?
I'm just gonna let you figure it out. He is, yeah.
Hold on, let me make my common knowledge roll.
Oh no.
Oh wait, hold on. That's supposed to be that's a 0.
Oh, wow.
He'll turn around to Santia. Why would you eat lead? What is wrong with him? I do not know. These people are crazy. Why are we here again? And
They are a threat to the town.
All right.
oh wait, did she say they are a threat to the town? Can she roll me a persuasion?
I don't have persuasion,
That doesn't matter.
but it's gonna happen. Oh, hey, look at that. That's not bad.
All right. Well,
Does he believe her?
you beat my common sense, I'm sure.
All right.
Well,
So-
fine then. Instead of not doing anything, he will have moved up, and he will turn around and be
You're-
like, "Well, fine. Is they are the bad guys? We know how to handle this," and he will zap them.
All right.
So actually, gotta spend 3 points, and not
I gotta
profit.
give it back your turn. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to get these guys all lined up. Damn it.
Okay, so
1,
that's
2,
with the
3, 4.
raise.
1, 2, 3, 4. God, this is very maddening how they do the combat tracker for this thing.
Yeah, that may have been a little bit of overkill. 4, so that still hits. They don't have any special cover or anything, right, Duff?
No, he's standing right out in the open.
Yeah, he's if you want to go ahead and apply those.
Oh God, what happened? Trying to.
He got cooked.
Wow.
Did he? Okay.
Dr. Ivan just cooked breakfast for us.
Okay.
It smells like long pork in here. I haven't had that since my childhood.
Holy son of a! The hell did you hit him with?
The helmet?
The helmet.
Okay. Well, he explodes. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's incapacitated. Yeah, he's gone. And how
Yeah, I
to?
think I killed him with the first shot, but I spent
Yeah.
points for the 3, so.
So why didn't you give him a blood splatter? Why didn't he get to? I guess on his turn it will. Well, I think. Well, anyway, you can pass your turn now. So
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
yeah. So why bleeding out? He's gone. Okay, there he goes. I was wondering. I saw the blood splatters beforehand. I was like, where'd those come from? So all right. Who the unidentified P? Okay. You can make me a note. You can make me a notice roll, Versailles, please.
Oh, sure. Traits. Notice.
You'll hear some voices come. You've got a cave that you're seeing that goes back, and you'll hear somebody go see what the hell Billy's saying out there. Okay, boss. Come on, Slick. Let's go see what's going on. You'll hear some voices coming out of the cave, and and you will see 2. This gentleman will come walking out. What? And you don't belong here. And he will, so he can You can move. Tell me again. I can walk and shoot, right?
Yes, but if he has to draw his gun, it counts the second action.
So it'd be at a -2. Right. Okay. So, and then I'm gonna do a -2. Okay. And he's going to pull his gun, and he will shoot. Pulls out his gun. Ooh. Actually, let me see which one he's going to. He's got 2 weapons. He's going to do even that one, odd the other one. Oh, really? Come on. Just roll in the tower. How hard is it for it to... There it goes. Okay. There we go. Pulls out his peacemaker, and he... Pachoo.
Ooh. No bueno.
Well, good thing he's got pennies.
So what does that... That's a hit with the raise. That's...
Yeah, you should just roll the damage, though. Add a d6 to it.
Yeah.
Does it do it for me?
It should.
Yeah, let's find out.
Yep.
Yeah, there
Oh
it goes.
my god.
Oh.
Well, I will try and soak that.
Wow.
There it is.
Nice.
Hey, that's
Yay.
with the
That
raise,
took
so
away
that's
2 of
2
that.
wounds, right?
and you can only roll 1 soak roll at a time, right?
Okay, so
I think you could do more than that.
Uh,
I don't know if that's
forget
just.
the rule. Let me see. It's in
I
here
don't
under
know if
combat.
that's a thing. But I feel like
well,
we've
it's
done
only
that before on Wednesday.
it's giving you a shaking, and it's only showing 1 wound now. So, but are you saying can you do another Benny roll to do a second shake to do another soak?
Yeah,
I'm not.
Dude, I don't know. Where's Dean Dersham? Why the hell is he not watching?
I feel like we've done
Find
that before on
damage real quick.
Wednesday, but it's probably something worth looking up.
Savage Worlds damage. We haven't had many requirements for big damage like that yet. Soak. No, I saw it here somewhere earlier.
They can only soak wounds immediately after receiving them.
But it doesn't specify how.
Yeah,
I've got plenty of chips. I guess I'll soak a.
that's fine. I guess so. Right now, until I get a.
Oh.
So-
You know what? I've got one. I'm gonna try one more time.
You gonna do it again? All right.
Hey, it worked. Did that take it off that time?
So
It has to go over. It doesn't have to go over with the. It doesn't have to do it with the raise. It just keeps you shaking.
Raise does 2 wounds. I thought it was just a 4.
Using a
I need to find a soak roll in here. Combat. There it is. Nope. Not. I mean combat damage.
It still shows you shaking with 1 wound
mhm.
if I apply it.
Shaken wounds. Past that. Nothing. Soak rolls. A success removes a wound, which is a 4. And number suffered attacked by 1. Reduce number of wounds suffered by 1. If the character soaks all the wounds from attack, you remove shaken as well. Do not count. May only make 1 soak roll per attack.
That's why I didn't take it. So you can have your. So I need to give you a chip back. All right. So I got to apply this.
Actually,
Say what now?
the 2 white
He
ones
did
I
2
used, I guess.
extras.
Oh, you rolled 2 die. Oh, you rolled 2
Yeah,
chips.
he said-
Oh,
he
okay.
said-
Gotcha. I got you. Okay. So how do I?
There we go.
Oh, I didn't know that was mine. I drew. How can I give you?
Button the blue.
Let me get rid of this because I had. Yeah, get rid of those. I only had 4 whites. But how do I give you?
I think you could just.
It's on the character thing on my actual bennies. You have to right click on where
Yeah.
they're stored.
Okay. Okay, there we go. So I can give you a use. No. Oh wow. Award random. I don't award a white chip. There we go. Thank you. See, like that.
Perfect. We learned.
Cool.
I'll figure it all out slowly but surely. Okay.
That's what we're
All
here
right.
for.
Next, that was him. So he shot. Yeah, filled you. Went bang, 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 and Put a wound in you. All right, Thaddeus, you hear that, and also see this man. What the hell?
How far am I away from that guy? Does it look like? I mean,
You can target him; it'll tell you.
oh, it says 6 foot.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't do it. So it's each square is 2 feet, right? No, it's
five. It's
fi-
5 feet.
fi-
If you
fi-
look at the inches, didn't he say like your
Mhm.
range is if it's 12, it's 12 inches or whatever?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, then it says. Oh, that's inches. Never mind. That's not feet. That's.
Supposed to be feet. That can't be 6 inches.
Well, they apparently 1 inch is 5 feet for Savage Worlds.
That's right. I was trying to remember the conversion. So it's 30 feet then.
So, yeah, 12 would be like, if I was to move there, that would be a range of a 12 attack.
Okay. So I can actually hit him with my peacemakers.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to shoot him with both barrels.
Oh, that was a critical failure.
Jammed.
Uh-oh.
That's the other gun. So that's a hit.
You got a hit. She is shaken.
And I gotta. I don't have to clear the jam because it's a revolver, right?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be it.
Okay, Santilla.
Alright. You just saw the doctor get shot at.
Yes, yes. Yep. He staggers back.
Mhm.
Blood on his white robe.
Lab coat.
Lab coat. Sorry. Sorry. I'm thinking of D&D robe.
She's not gonna take too kindly to that. Gonna come on over here. Come on over here. Like cursing to herself. Like,
Yep. Make me a notice roll when you come around the corner.
She's coming around.
All right. Whoa. Okay. So you're going to see a fire built back inside here. And there are. I can't put them all in here, but. Let me just. I'm going to show them all.
Mm.
Is that all of them? Well, all sitting around a campfire, you know, blankets laying on the ground, and back over. Actually, neither one of y'all. Thaddeus actually is going to see that when he falls down, you'll hear there'll be a line of horses. There's some picketed over here, and there are some picketed over here.
Okay.
You're counting several.
They haven't seen her yet?
Oh, well, no. Well, you come around the corner, the guy standing in front of you, doctor, there's one of them is actually, this one should be right here. I moved them all. There's one more closer walking this way. The other ones were sitting around the campfire.
Okay. Well, the one that shot at the doctor, she's going to shoot at back.
And then they are turning to look. Yeah, isn't that interesting? You can't tell how it numbers them.
When I hover over their token, it shows me nothing.
You can control click on them. Hold down the control key and click, and that should.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Target.
It
Yeah.
doesn't show me what they are.
Yeah, I'm going to get back in and check this out because I don't understand why it's not numbering them. So, all right, that's a hit.
Okay.
He's shaking.
He's shaking. Perfect. So she'll turn around, with the doctor. Ask him if he's okay.
They shot me. Why would they shoot me?
Oh, doctor, there's plenty more of his friends inside of the cave if you want to give them a piece of your mind.
Oh, I will give them a piece of something.
I highly recommend doing that.
You need to apply the effects to that guy there, Duff.
Oh, thank you. I was like, boop, thank you, done. All right, me learning. Okay, so this guy is going to take. He has to. Yeah, he's shake. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's shaking. Let me apply it. Thank you. All right, so he can't do anything. Well, so I can make a spirit roll, and so he is not shaken, but he has got a. You were shooting him while he was trying to pull his pants up and all that. So he is doing the same thing, and he hadn't quite finished what he was doing, and so he's dealing with that and trying to fumble for his guns, all that fun stuff. He's kind of out of position. This guy was moving up too, and what the hell? And he will even Peacemaker on. Oh, please just roll in the damn tower. Where? How do you know?
I literally have to drop it like on the top corner of my tower.
So I'm trying to understand. The tower has to be totally. It's wow. Okay. He pulls out. He's got a rifle in his hand. And
Big die. What is he rolling that he can score a 17 on a single roll?
no, that's me. That's me rolling. Sorry, it's me rolling. Sorry,
that's him rolling even an odd.
I'm rolling even odd. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but I'm trying to see.
Like, I'm a little scared right
Yeah,
now.
but
I was like, whoa.
That's rolling on the tower, and you're seeing the roll though. You know,
You
and
have to pull the tower out completely into sight, maybe?
it's sitting right here next to my dice. It's really weird, and how it lights up. It's they've got to work on this a little bit. Hopefully, the new rule sets will address some of the deal. But anyway, so he's rolling. Yeah, he's got a rifle in his hand, and what does this thing? Yeah, he cocks it, and reload 2 means what? That
It takes 2 rounds to reload.
that's what. Okay. Because it's look at it's called a Colt revolving rifle. I don't know what that means, but it looks pretty nasty. But he's going
It's got a
to
revolver barrel on it.
okay. But why does it take 2 rounds to reload if it's a revolving?
No, it
Because
sounds
he's
like
gotta break it down.
either that or it's a double shot. It's an over-under rifle that the actual 2 barrels revolve each time he fires.
Because it's AP2. It's a little nasty here, but it's got
Has the armor, so.
it's got a longer range, but it reload 2. But I mean, so it still only has 1 shot though.
Well, I think
Right.
AP just translates into extra damage.
Damage, yeah, it's bigger damage. Yeah, there's bigger, yeah. So, but he's gonna pull this thing and he picks it up and he points it at Santia. Oh no, and he hits you. Yeah, and he gives you.
With a range.
You've got a wound.
I'll soak it.
Okay. Hi, kitty.
Oh, did that work? No.
I didn't see anything happen. You soaked it. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Done. And yeah, so then you will notice, what's going on? And these people all they'll take their turn to, okay, Alexander. We'll get down here and hold at the end of this round.
Run over to Dr. Farce. And I'm going to use my edge, the knack of the breach birth. I'm just going to discard a chip and use greater healing and remove his wound.
So I get a chip, but you...
No, he's discarding a chip. Which means he's not using it. He's throwing it away.
Oh, you're just using it as a white chip.
Yeah, I'm just discarding
Thank
it
you.
as a white. I can just toss away any chip and get a free greater healing without
Yeah.
any rolls.
That's fine. Okay.
And of course, along with this healing, if anyone does not love the Lord Jesus Christ, let them be accursed at his coming. God save you from your fate. Amen.
Oh, this smells glorious. Why didn't you do this sooner?
And I'm going to go ahead and draw my rapier at the same time, and that'll be it.
Now, do I have to apply anything to the doctor, or is it just...
No, I just went ahead and did it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So they are all going to start standing up, drawing weapons, and they're slowly trying to make their way out. And but one guy will back up. So these are going to be their movements. All right. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, why don't they? Oh, it's because they got put on the tracker last. That's right. Okay. That's why they're not numbering. Okay. So here, when we do this, so now I can hold it. We're going to hold here. This is 10:30. I'll draw the card. We'll do the cards at the start of the round next Monday. Okay. Because we are 10:30 here. So stuck in the middle of combat, but it was good stuff. All right, folks, anybody watching, we appreciate it. We're going to hold it here for the night. We'll be back tomorrow night for Waterdeep Heist. Wednesday night, Dersham with his gang of ETU college cohorts. Thursday night, the Deadbeats, and Friday night, Lost Minds. So lovely. Actually, Thursday night, we're not streaming. That's right. I've got a meeting with the board of directors for a new company that I'm getting for clients. So, yep, got to go talk to them about their networks. They're in trouble.
Fancy.
Big time. So, but it'll be good for me. Anyway, so we will definitely. So, yeah, Thursday night's not good. So we'll be back tomorrow night, 7:30, same time. Make sure, be here or be square. Guys and gals, thanks for playing. Good job as always, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Later.
Night, guys.
Night, everyone.
Night.